Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nina. I'm also known as Teresa, and I like to do unboxings and get ready with me's, empties, reviews, influencer unboxings and reviews, other things, items that I purchase on my own. My subscription box, which is Ipsy/BoxyCharm. I also get the icon box. So, all of that, yeah, that's me. Anyways, if you like my video today, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Leave me a comment below. Subscribe and share. I'd appreciate it very much. So, on with it. Today I have out the Enlighten Eyeshadow Palette by IBY Beauty. Very pretty palette, pretty packaging, pretty palette. What am I using? No clue. No clue, guys. But I'm gonna use it. It looks like it is a ton of shimmer. There's a lot of shimmer here. So, but I do see some mattes. I'm trying to think if I've ever used this. Maybe? I see a couple shades that look like they might have been swatched, but not enough to say that I used it. I don't know. We'll see. And also I have out the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. You got everything there. Blush, highlighter, contour, or bronzer, whatever you want to call it. It's in there. Nice packaging as well. Magnetic closure, mirror on each side. I prefer a bigger mirror, but I'll take what I can get, right? I also have out the Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Setting Spray. I am going to use today. I don't think I'm going to use the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash.
Motion detected at front door.
Of course. Alexa, show me the Ring doorbell. Stop barking so she can hear me. Alexa, show me the front door.
Okay.
I'm checking to see if they're staying there. Or did they just, I was expecting a package. Or did they just drop off? It appears that they just left the package. Must have been FedEx. Alexa, stop showing the front door, please. Thank you. Okay. I have out Pat McGrath Labs Dark Star Mascara. It's in the shade black, I do believe. Extreme black. Okay. We're going to try that for the first time today. If I feel like I need the other one, I'll use the other one. But when I use a new product like mascara for the very first time, I like to see how it performs, and you cannot tell if you use something else with it. So we'll see. I did put on these Cover FX Power Play Liquid Foundation and the Cover FX Perfect Pressed Powder in the shade Light. I have those on. I have, oops, put it in the wrong spot. I also have the KVD Good Apple Concealer on, just a little bit. Trying to think, is there anything else I have on? My eyebrow stuff, of course. That's it. So, oh, the MAC Prep and Prime I have on my lips as well. And that's just a retractable. It's like a bullet style. It has like a cupcake frosting, cake batter sent to it. I just as long as I've been using that, I just realized that. So anyways, I've got messages coming in. I guarantee you they are telling me that they dropped off. Oh, it's my daughter. Um, I swear. They're very painful. Uterine fibroids. How about you guys? I had them. I had a lot of adhesions on my fallopian tubes and so forth. Um, it does cause pain with sexual intercourse. You know what I mean? So, I know everybody's experience can be different, but it is something you need to address with your health because it can get out of hand. So hopefully that's not what's going on with one of my daughters. Anyway, San Diego was canceled. Everybody's afraid to fly. Um, like all of a sudden we started having plane accidents. Like we've been having them forever, just like car accidents and so on. So anyways, I digress. I'm done. But I'm sure it'll get rescheduled. We just don't know when. But we're still going to go to North Carolina, South Carolina, Arizona. As far as I know, I'm supposed to go with Reynaldo and his family to Canada. So we'll see how that goes. I know Canadians welcome us, but is Trump going to be an arse and like no more travel to Canada? Like we don't have any flights that go to Cuba. I know we didn't used to. We had to go to Canada to go to fly to Cuba. So who knows? They may stop us from crossing that border going to Canada. Not Canada. I can't see the Canadian government doing that. But I can see President Trump doing that because he's dumb like that. You know what I mean? He does dumb stuff, stupid stuff, vengeful stuff, petty stuff, nitpicky stuff. He's just so toxic. So toxic and selfish and greedy. Anyways, I digress on that too. So, I was going to show you guys today, before I do my makeup, I got this from Jotty. I always tell my grandson, make sure you keep your mini brands, your toys up. She's been bringing me Legos, all kinds of stuff. But my grandson collects mini brands. And they have also gross mini brands. This is the Unhappy Meal from McDonald's. It's maggots. He loves these too. He collects these. He collects the ones that have like plants. He just loves mini brands. He was doing the tennis shoes. They come with a sticker and a hat, and they're name brand tennis shoes with the box, even the paper, tissue paper in the box, the whole 9 yards. I told him, don't throw none of that out. Save all of it. It all matters. You know, he collects as many as he can get his hands on. He would love to find somebody to trade with when he gets copycats, you know. So if anybody out there does mini brands of all kinds, leave me a comment below if you're willing to do some trading. I can do it on his behalf as long as his mom's okay with it. So anyways, off we go. This palette, it's a beautiful palette. And I have on, you know, like creams with black stripe through it, blue jeans. I have on a pair of leather suede slides. They're brown. I don't have a jacket out yet. I'm not sure what I'm wearing. It's right now it's 36 degrees. The high today is like 44, I think. So we're getting there. Okay, so I guess I'll surprise you because I'm going to surprise myself. I have no clue what I'm using, but I'm just going to, is this Third Eye a shimmer? If it is, it's not by much. I think I'm going to use that and that, I think. Oh, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I love these names. Moonstone, Almond Milk, Blessed. It's hashtag blessed. Mud Bath, Vortex, Yoga Pants, Aurora, Golden Light, Balance, Spirit Animal. Now, I'm in for that. Ouija, absolutely not. Bad things happen. Haiku, Sound Bath, Smoothie, Peace, Dragon Fruit, Crown Chakra, Crown Chakra, Third Eye, Spa Day, and Wealth. I love those names, except for I can do without the Ouija. Something you don't want to mess with. Absolutely not. So, okay. I don't know what my I have the digital camera on, so I can make a video, and it's not even showing me my I don't think it's recording, to be honest. So obviously, what I thought I know, I don't know, because I was going to do both with my iPad and my digital camera so that I could upload it from my iPad, but then play with the digital camera on. I thought I knew exactly what I needed to do for recording and everything. I already got the little SD card formatted, and I thought I just hit record, which it was recording, but then it shut itself off. Like, what? It's fully charged, so I don't know why, but it should be recording. I don't know. Maybe I have to set up a timer or something on it. I guess I don't know as much as I thought I knew. So I'll figure that out. And my schedule has been changed for babysitting this week. I don't have my granddaughter tomorrow. Today I go see my kidney doctor. I'll fill you guys in tomorrow. But they're supposed to set me up with my transplant evaluation. So prayers there, guys. So here we go. I think I know what I'm doing. I mean, like, do I ever know what I'm doing? No, I don't. I never know. I'm not even going to pretend like I do. I'm trying to figure, okay, that looks like a shimmer. And so does that. I don't know. You're messing with my head. Then there goes my glasses. I got Jotty on my lap, so I'm treading lightly because I know Jotty. She will quick like a bunny. Grab stuff. You know what I mean? She will. She's good for that. That's no lie. See, all of these have like a shimmery appearance. And which tells me, I guess I don't I haven't used it like I thought I've used it. Let's see, is this, oh, that's blush. I don't want that. I know what I want, but where is it? Choose happy, that's blush. Also, where are you? Hiding out like you ain't got no sense. What the? Da 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 da. Don't repeat that. My grandson. I know he watches my videos. And, you know, he don't play around with, like when he makes his videos, if he hears me swear, I try not to swear. We all try not to swear. Because if we swear, he's like, He told me yesterday, he said, Nina, did you know heaven was coming down on us soon? Absolutely. Yes, I did. I would really like to know why all my ColourPop Disney Bambi, Thumper, what's the other one? Flower, Bambi, and Thumper. My palettes have smash shades in them. I would really like to know why. Like, it ain't from me. Because I really take good care of my stuff. Let's see. Natasha Denona. Okay. I'm going to grab Juliet out of my Natasha Denona. What's the Love Face palette? This is new. And I'm just going to use that for my, like my base. That's what I was looking for. Something light and pastel-y that I could use for my base. But everything light and pastel-y appears to have at least a slight shimmer to it. So I wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? I wasn't feeling it, guys. So I was talking with a friend last night, and she asked me, because I'm single, as she put it, still single. But I wouldn't say I'm still single. I was married. I was with my ex-husband for over 30 years. And I have had three relationships since then. None within the past 8 years or so. But my last relationship was with Eric, and I was seeing him for over a year, and we just kind of drifted apart. You know what I mean? So, I mean, no harm, no foul. But anyways, she says, what would make you happy in a man? Like if Mr. Perfect walked up on you right now, who would this guy be? And I said, he'd have long hair. He'd be clean shaven. He'd be well dressed. He'd have clean trimmed fingernails, toenails, you know that. Blue jeans kind of guy even. You can be well dressed and wear blue jeans. He's got to own a cowboy hat. I'm not saying he's got to wear it all the time. Cowboy hat and cowboy boots have got to be in his wardrobe. I'm not saying he has to be thin, built, or anything like that, but a bit health conscious. You know what I mean? I'm not, believe me, I've got saggy skin, weak muscles. I mean, but I am, you know, like I'm not going to hit McDonald's every day or, you know, eat these big unhealthy meals, you know, all day, every day, or snacking all the time on cake and candy and all that stuff. That's not me. Definitely not a smoker. Definitely no drugs. Definitely not a like all-time drinker. Definitely not a bar guy. a drink on special occasions, once in a blue moon, maybe sitting down watching the football game with the guys, have a beer, stuff like that. Psh, that's nothing. But somebody who like drinks daily, stuff, no. Um, well mannered, clean, uh, has his apartment, house, whatever is clean. Um, works hard, like even me. I'm I retired early, and I live off of my disability, and I'm still a hard worker. So, somebody of course that is self-sufficient, um, loves animals, loves nature, loves family oriented, is not jealous but is protective. I like that guy who opens the car door, who opens the door at the restaurant, big bear hugs. I would want him taller than me. My ex-husband was shorter than me, and it always bugged me. It did. Um, I want to feel like I don't need anybody's protection, but if I did, he's able and willing, capable, you know. Uh, Likes to ride horses. I haven't in a long time, but I still love it. I love animals. I love farm animals. Um, you know, my kids are biracial. My grandkids are multiracial. So he would have to definitely not have a prejudice, awkward bone in his body. Um, I expect a guy to put his children first and accept that I put my children first. I'm not saying I would let my relationship suffer, but I am saying my kids would have to love him and he would have to love my kids. Yes, that's a requirement that I have. My family, because they're my world, they're my everything. Um, if it wasn't for them, I probably would have gave up and croaked. You know what I mean? With my health, I would have. I know I would have. I'm not going to lie. So that's just it in a nutshell. So yeah, that's important to me, very. So I mean, those are some things. I love being spoiled. I do. I'm not saying I want diamonds and gold and a new car. Not that kind of spoiled. Flowers. Then, of course, the occasional makeup, purse, shoes, clothes. Wouldn't hurt, but you know what I mean. Y'all know. You know where I'm coming from. But I like jewelry too. But I'm not that woman that wants diamonds on all her fingers and gold hanging from, like 10 necklaces hanging from her neck and all that crap. You know what I mean? That's not me. Or you better buy me a Porsche. As if. Well, this isn't very pigmented. It's definitely not doing what I expected it to do. So I'm going to try to go on to the darker blue. I was trying with this for a crease, but I'm going to move on with this one. See how that does. I have a feeling. Yeah, see? It's not too pigmented, but it's pigmented enough. But yeah, I mean, that's my kind of guy, you know? And somebody who's honest and isn't sneaky and isn't going to lie to me. Somebody I can trust. Um, who says how he feels, you know, who is upfront with me about everything, and I am as well. You know what I mean? I mean, I like piercings, I like tattoos, you know, I'm my neck. But I mean, it's that's just me, and I'm not looking for Mr. Perfect. Basically, I'm not even looking. But if that guy, like she said, was to walk up on me, that's what I would be looking for. That's who he would be. That would be my guy, honestly. Now I'm bouncing around. I'm going to hit, no, I'm not. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the NATASHA General Love Piece Palette. Is that what it's called? Love Face Palette. And I'm going to use Aco right there for my outer corner. Jody, you're slipping down, girl. Man, did she make a mess of her crate this morning. I had a mess to clean up. She knew I wasn't happy because I had an attitude. I did. But, ugh. But I definitely will say she's getting it together. She is. I don't know how I did that, but she's getting it together. She's doing better. I mean, I know she's going to have accidents here and there. She's only 4 months old. She's just learning, but she is getting it together. She's doing much better. And I'm proud of her for that. Indeed, I am. I think sometimes because I can't see that well without my glasses, I get a little sloppy with my makeup, but I don't realize it because I'm going by what I see. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't mean to get sloppy like that, but I do. That's how it comes out. But yeah, so I'm proud of Jody. I am. It makes her a happier dog. It makes me a happier doggy mom. You know, we get to spend more time together because I'm not, okay, you have to go sit in your pen for a half hour or 15 minutes or whatever. You know, we're able to do more together. Like sit and be lazy and watch TV all day. No, I don't do that every day. Y'all know I babysit and everything anyways. So, it is what it is. I'm back in the IBY palette. So I did a little bouncing around today. unplanned bouncing around. Right? That's pretty. Very pretty. Do 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 do. I have no music going on in my ears, unfortunately. I don't know why. I think because I had so much going on while I was trying to get set up for my makeup. And you can see what I do. I make my own music. Absolutely. Positively. That's another thing. He'd love music. I mean, I like almost all music, but I'm not a fan of rap. I'm not a fan of heavy metal. Everything in between, absolutely. Yes, indeed. Now we're gonna do a little blending. Blend, 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 blending. Even blend on the bottom. Okay, now I think I'm going to use the espresso, but first espresso. Johnny's still sliding down. This is by Essence. It's called Stay and Play, but first espresso. It's waterproof, long wearing, and it really is. It does what it says it does. It's very affordable, so I like it. I love it. Absolutely. And another thing about a guy would be his family, like parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, so forth. I'd want a good relationship with them as well. I had a good relationship with Eric's family and friends. I had a good relationship with Tony's family and friends. I had a good relationship, even though my relationship with Aaron was very, very toxic. His family was very good to me, and we got along perfect. My ex-husband, not so much. But I think a lot of it is because I'm white. You know what I mean? So it's important to have a good relationship with your significant other's family and friends. Okay, we are moving on to the Pat McGrath mascara. We'll see what we get here. I keep my hair out of my face. I've got it pulled up on one side, but the other side is being a butt. Luckily, my appointment isn't for a few more hours. That gives me time to wash it's a half a load to a full load of clothes. I'm not sure of colors. There's only a couple whites, so those won't get washed today. Then after my kidney appointment, I have therapy. Okay, so far, so good. Definitely buildable. I was a little like at first, but then I said, let's give it a minute and then go back over it, and it did perform even better. But being Pat McGrath, I expect it to perform awesome. Based on what I'm seeing right now, would I repurchase it? Probably, depending on the price. That price. It's Pat McGrath. So I do have some of her cosmetics, but not a lot. Because of course, I love it. I love her. I love her products, her formulas, but I don't love her prices. I am a high-end cosmetic gal, high-end fragrance gal, but I will say that I use Essence and other, just regular brands, drugstore brands, and I am just as pleased with them as well. Absolutely. Like Essence. I mean, that eyeliner has outperformed some of the high-end expensive eyeliners that I have used in the past. So that just goes to show you drugstore brands can be just as fantastic, and some of them are. I have high-end products that totally suck. Yes, I do. And I have a headache. Had to add that, because I do. I've been getting one every single day. My blood pressure has been pretty good, so I know it's not that. It's not a full-blown migraine. I think it's my sinuses. So, and I'm wondering if I have a sinus infection, because my labs show that I may have an infection. And this is ongoing. This is an all-the-time thing. Every time my labs are done, it's the same thing. I have more. I'm going to let that sit while I move on. I know I'm doing things a little backwards today. So it's just one of those days, I guess, right? Okay. Now I'm going to grab a different brush for my contour. Yeah, this one. Okay, now we are going into that Tarte's Pro Glow palette. And I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer here. I haven't used this in so long. I forgot, was it overly pigmented or not, but looks like everything's good. You can see I have used it a lot though. Came down a little bit too far for me. Anyways. So is everybody having an awesome week? Tomorrow's hump day. Usually I would have the baby tomorrow, but this week I do not. I have her Monday, Thursday, and Friday. So off Tuesday and Wednesday. Usually it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday that I have her. But my daughter has me down for an appointment tomorrow that I don't have. And she's wondering how she made that mistake. And I'm like, girl, that could have been me. I could have misinformed you. So don't keep wondering, because it could have been me. My kids know. They know. Ah! They absolutely know. Okay, I'm going to hit that nose, contour it a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I'm right down to the tennis shoes. I want a guy. I keep going back to this. I know, I'm sorry. But even his shoes have to be clean. You know what I mean? Yes. That's just me. And I'm not one of those sleep all day, stay awake all night people. You know. I at least like to be up by 9:30 when I don't have to babysit at the latest. But I do wake up at like 7, go back to sleep, wake up 8, take my meds. I can go back to sleep for another hour and a half at the most, but usually I don't. It just depends. But I don't expect somebody to sleep as I sleep. But of course I wouldn't, want them sleeping all day. I'm not even sure I can handle it hunting. I care that much about animals that I'm not sure I could deal with hunting. I don't know, honestly. I mean, my uncles all hunted and everything, and they love animals, and they're kind to animals. But I say, if you absolutely need to go hunting for food because you can't afford to go in the store and buy it, then I have absolutely no problem with that, because that's what God intended, honestly. But if you got a freezer full of meat from the grocery store and you're just going out hunting for the sport, nah. I gotta come home and look at, or come to your place and see Bambi hanging up in the garage. Nah. Can't do it. I know I'd cry. We were at my aunt's one time. Well, she was my great aunt, like my step great aunt. And we were there for Thanksgiving. And my cousin was there from Hawaii, I think they were from at the time. No, Alaska. And she lived right there in the woods. He went right there in the woods and caught him a rabbit, cleaned it by the steps, and us kids were like devastated. Thumper was being gutted right there by the steps on Thanksgiving. Like, dude, there's a turkey and a ham in there cooking. Why are you out here killing Thumper? Fuzzy, cute little Thumper. I was at my oldest daughter, Elisa. I was at her house over the weekend, and Sunday. That was the day I really needed to be with family. My brother died that day, years back, and he was very young. And this is like, did he die 7 years ago? 6 years ago, and my niece died 8 years ago, I think. You know, me and my mom were just talking about it, how it's still, we can't believe they're actually gone. You know what I mean? Can't. But so I went to Elisa's and spent the day with them, and they made ribs on the grill, homemade macaroni and cheese. I brought mashed sweet potatoes and glazed apples. But we had a very lovely meal. Ribs on the grill. Heck yeah. But matter of fact, I got 2 in there. I was going to eat them yesterday, but my daughter brought me Taco Bell, so I'm going to eat them with the macaroni and cheese today. She gave me a lot of macaroni and cheese. There's no way I'll get it all eaten. But I took Jotty. Jotty played with Rain, their big German Shepherd, and had a blast. And she was an angel. She never went potty on the floor. She used her pee pad even at someone else's
Detective
house.
at the front door.
Alexa, show me the front door. Now who's at the front door?
Okay.
I guess it would help if I had my glasses on, huh? Alexa, show me the front door. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. Alexa, show me the front door.
Okay.
She keeps showing me, but shutting it off. Okay, I don't see anybody. Somebody could have cut through the yard. I should have my camera on, but I don't. But, so anyways, she played with the bunny rabbits. Now there's 2 bunny rabbits. The oldest bunny rabbit, his name is Kitten or Kitty. Kitty. He's adorable, but he's huge. And his paws are huge. Oh my gosh. And he's bigger than Jotty. She was playing with him. We had to stop her a few times because she was getting a little rough. She's never seen a rabbit. She's never seen a cat. She was chasing after the cat playing, and she's never seen a cat. So the only other animal she's ever seen other than her siblings and her parents would be both of my daughter's dogs, Rain and Sammy. So here she is, and there's a little, so fluffy, very adolescent rabbit. And she was playing with her, and she's like half of Jotty's size. And we had to keep intervening because Jotty was trying to get a little rough because, you know, she don't have her manners about her yet. So the bunny, that bunny's name is Mabel. Mabel jumps up onto the couch, and they're playing on the couch. Mabel jumps up onto the back of the couch, and Jotty makes a leap for her, and whoop, Mabel goes down the back of the couch onto the floor. I had to pull the couch out so my granddaughter Chriselle could get poor Mabel, and then she took the rabbits and put them away because Jotty was just overly excited. She didn't have any clue what they were, but she knew she could play with them because they were playing. And the cat's name is Bunny. So you got the bunny named Kitty, and the kitty named Bunny. So Bunny was like, oh heck no, but Jotty was just chasing her, but Bunny would get up on her cat condo thingy, cat tree, and then Jotty couldn't get to her. But she really played and played and played with rain. And then when we got home, rain, Jotty was just totally out. I mean, she slept. She slept on my lap till like midnight, and we went to bed. We went to bed late, and I was upset that I went to bed so late because I had to babysit the next day. So, but it is what it is. I had a good time. I still reflected on time with my brother. I still got a little teary eyed, but I didn't spend my day alone bawling my eyes out like usual. Well, I'm not always alone, but yeah, so my package is out there, and I think it's my Dunkin' Donuts coffee that I got free from Influencer. So I can do that, open that to, well, when I come back from the doctor's or tomorrow, I can, I'm probably going to open it today, but then I'll, show it to you guys tomorrow. Yeah, so, and there should be something in there should be one, no, the other order isn't coming today. I have a lot of stuff coming from Influencer, and right, it's been sitting in Cleveland, one of the items, and I know, even though I should have had it today, it's not coming today. It's going to come to my post office today, then it's going to go back to Cleveland. Then it's going to go somewhere else. Then it's going to come back to Cleveland. Then it's going to come back to my post office. Then it's going to go back to Cleveland. Then back to my post office. Compliments of Trump. So anyways, I'm going to put on some setting spray and then go back to my mascara. I didn't get you, did I, girl? She is turning into a lap doggy. Absolutely. Yeah, so the Pat McGrath, I do like it. I do. Reynaldo is at home. He's a little on the sick side. And he has a new game system, and he is just absolutely ecstatic. His mom surprised him with it. And, she's really gone above and beyond this week with him. From the baby chickens, the little peeps, and now the new game system. He's just, and it's the one he wanted. She has two of the other one, but one of them, the HDMI cord port, my granddaughter accidentally pulled it out or broke it or something. So I told my daughter, just give it to me and I'll take it and drop it off to the guy that I'm thinking can repair it. Because it's the next town over, which is actually 3 towns over from her. So for me, it's 1 town over, and I'm going out that way tomorrow. So maybe if she can get it to me by then. If not, I'll do it on the weekend. So I think I'm going to order that. I ordered my grandson a winter coat. It ended up on a girl, and he didn't get it back. So I bought him a new one, and it should be going to my daughter's today. I'm going to have to check and make sure. I don't know. I'm going to use the... No, I'm not. What am I going to use? This is an eyeliner, but can't see myself ever using this as an eyeliner. I can't. It's not going to happen. Let's see if I can sharpen it. This is by NYX, and it's not exactly, you know, let me wipe it off. Because now it has eyeliner, brown eyeliner on it, dark brown. But I can't ever see myself using this for an eyeliner. I'm just saying. I'm sure there's plenty of folks that will. But makeup is very versatile. Absolutely. So, let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, I'm going to put on a little bit of TYS Beauty lip gloss. It's called Shea Butter Lip Gloss. It has nothing else on it, just Shea Butter Lip Gloss. TYS Beauty. And then it has 3KO2 on the side. It tastes and smells like cake batter too. Once one did it, they all did it. Almost all of them. So guys, that's it. I'm going to put on a little bit of Jimmy Choo today. I love me some Jimmy Choo. I have a son-in-law that hates it, but what can I say? I love it. And I get lots of compliments on it. He is the very first and only that has said anything negative about it. So, I like that Jody, if she hears something outside, she barks. If somebody comes to the door and it's picked up with the cameras and announced, she barks. Somebody rings the doorbell, she barks. If she hears somebody pulling in, which she usually does, she barks. So I do appreciate that a lot. I want that. A lot of people are telling their dogs, sit down, shut up. Not me. I mean, I like all the security I can get. And believe me, I have a lot. So, I won't lie. And I got a little something, something too, if you want to come up on me. If you think you're coming in here and getting out alive, you're wrong. I'm going to do what I got to do to protect myself, the people I love, my dog, my bird, my property, any and all of the above and below. Yes, I am. I am pro guns for the good guys. And if you think the bad guys don't have guns, you're wrong. And you can't go to a gunfight with a knife and expect to win. You know what I mean? So, yes. I have no problem with gun ownership. My kids own guns too, and they can shoot them load them, unload them, take them apart, clean them. They have their carry conceals. I mean, I guess you don't need that anymore, but you kind of do, because to carry a weapon with you without a carry conceal, it can't be loaded, number one. One has to be in the trunk, the other one has to be locked in the glove compartment. You can't have it loaded, and they have to be separated. Not both on one on each side of the trunk, or one in the back seat and one in the front seat. Don't work that way. So what is the use? I mean, what protection can you provide yourself with that gap, with that time in between? You know what I mean? So, carry conceal, it can be loaded. You can, I mean, you can have it in your pants. So, there's your protection right there. That's good protection. But anyways, we'll get off that. Thank you guys for watching. I got hair all over the place. My hair. I shed more than Jotty does. So anyways, that's it. Kind of like a little spring look, really. Even though it's chilly willy out there today, it's now it's 36. So, I mean, I don't know if it's going to get much higher. It says 44 or 49, something like that. No, now it says the low today is 37 and the high is 41 and cloudy. So it's going to be chilly today. But the low is 37, but it's 36 degrees. So how can the low be 37? And that's my Apple Watch telling me that. So, I don't know. And I don't know about this camera. I guess I don't know what I'm doing still. I'll get it, though. I always do. I always do. Even if I got to ask for help from one of my kids or grandkids. Usually it's my grandkids. The one that always ends up being a lot of help when it comes to stuff like that is Anna. My Anna Banana. She is really good with those things. So she changed the batteries in my Air tags, my Apple tags, and although she did lose the case. I can't find it. I still haven't found it. So that tag is still not back where it needs to go. I'm just gonna have to break down and buy a new case when I go tomorrow. But I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy your weather. No matter what it's like, you can still enjoy it. Your joy is in what you choose it to be. You know what I mean? You make life what it is for you. So we have our tragedies. We have our losses, our bad experiences, but it's what we do with it that matters. Absolutely. So, love you guys. Have a beautiful day and stay beautiful, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.